In this video, I will show you a module in the Accounting 550 course. So again, as you start in Canvas, what you should see is this start page. Again, you're also going to want to check on announcements to make sure you should have your announcements set somewhere in your settings. I don't have the same settings you do, and I apologize for that. But you should get notified every time there's an announcement. You should have it sent to your email or your phone or somewhere. But you can go to the announcements. But then what you're mostly going to do in the course is click on whatever module is appropriate to the time we are in the course. Each module is set up the same way. So again, once you start here, you should see a rhythm and a flow, and you should sort of know how the course works. It's my intention to make it simple to navigate. So we got a brief overview of the content that's in the module, so you sort of know where we're going. And then a list of the graded assignments for that module. And then you sort of walk through the content. So the first thing in Module 1, we start the course off with an icebreaker discussion just to get to know each other and have a conversation. We're sort of in the class together, and so it helps us to spend a little bit of time discussing things with each other. So that's what the discussions are there for. So go ahead and do that. And there are due dates for all the discussions. You've got a post and a response to somebody else's post. So you've got a due date for the post, and then a due date to respond to somebody else's post. And then we get into the learn and apply part of the course. So I tell you which chapter is going to be covered in the beginning of the module. In this case, it's chapter 2. And I've got a link to the Learn Smart assignment. So if you click on this, it'll take you right into the Learn Smart assignment for chapter 2. And there's a little bit of redirecting because it's a direct link from Canvas into Connect. And again, mine's going to look a little bit different from yours because I'm an instructor. So yours will look, I think when I click on this preview, this is what you should see when you land on Connect. And you see the SmartBook assignment loads. And it pops up eventually. And it takes you where you are supposed to be. Now, I've already been working on this a little bit, so it's not taking me right to the beginning of the assignment. But it should be as easy as just clicking on the assignment, and then you should be able to keep working. And let me get back to where I was. Again, sorry, my instructor side of things doesn't look exactly like yours does. Module 1, basic cost concepts. All right, so after you do the Learn Smart, if that's how you choose to read it, you can also jump right to my video examples if you want to. I've got a YouTube playlist that has all of my example videos here. And then in the module, I've got the PDF that has the problem written out in it. And so you can do it a couple different ways. You can start cold with these and let me sort of walk you through how the material works. I think a better approach is to use the Learn Smart assignment and then take a look at my problem and give it a try. Try to do this problem before you watch my video solution. Once you've done your attempt at the problem, then come over here and find the right example, click on that, and watch me walk through the solution and see what questions you have after that. So each module has a Learn Smart and then links to the video assignments. The PDF here, which you can also download and do all kinds of things with, and the video solution. And then we get to the practice set. And so again, you click on this link and it'll take you directly into Connect. It'll take you to the practice set. And this is the first graded assignment. So that's why it's called assignment. And this is practice set 1A. It covers chapter 2 concepts. In each one, I believe, I've got it listed how many exercises and problems there are and what it covers. And when you're done working on that assignment, you just go ahead and click Submit, and then it's done. Everything that's graded in this course is to be done individually. Don't cheat, don't collaborate, don't hire someone else to do your course for you. All those things, you will fail the course if that's discovered. And so don't even mess with that stuff. Once you've done the practice set 1A, then we continue on in the module. We've got another chapter in this module. And so we work through the Learn Smart for chapter 3 and or watch the videos for the second half of this module. Do your second assignment, your second practice set, and then do your first quiz. And again, the quizzes are going to feel an awful lot like the practice sets. They're multiple choice in format for the most part, so the question style is a little bit different, but the way you get to them, you go ahead and click on this link and it should take you right there. And then you've got discussions, and the discussions are, in this course, what the discussions are, besides the initial icebreaker, are opportunities for you to apply accounting concept to your life. It's either personal life stuff or work life stuff, but it's an opportunity for you to think about the material in a way that sort of goes outside the textbook. That's my intention for those. And at the end of every module, you've got a reminder of when the next exam is coming up, because that's outside the time for the module. So that's how you would work through each module. Really from top to bottom, you just sort of walk through whatever's first, and then learn and apply the content, and then practice, learn and apply a little bit more content, practice again, and then a quiz at the end of each module and a discussion for each module. If you're on this module page, you can navigate directly to the next module, or again from the start here, or from the home page, you should be able to have a link directly to whatever module comes next. And you'll see module 2 looks exactly the same. We've got Learn, in this case chapter 4, some video examples. We've got a practice set. Learn, video examples, practice set, quiz, and then a discussion. And so that's how the module's set up. A reminder about the midterm, and move on to module 3. What's module 3 going to have? Learn, video examples, practice set. In this case, we've got 2 practice sets because they got different due dates, but they're all the sort of learning stuff is together. And discussion, reminder about the midterm. So you can see that the flow of everything is really very similar. And just to show you, the first exam and the final exam is going to look just like the midterm. In the midterm, what we have is a link to go directly to the midterm, but we also have reminders of, here's the content, here's the chapters that are covered. For the midterm and the final, I've got a practice exam. It's optional, it doesn't affect your grade, but it's intended to give you some idea of what the actual exam is going to look and feel like and how much time it might take. So I'd recommend to help you review, to help you know what material you need to cover, and to get a sense of what the exam context is going to be like, go ahead and take the practice midterm again. If you don't, it doesn't matter, but it's intended to be helpful. And then go to the midterm. So it's really a reminder of the content that's covered, a link to the practice, and then the exam itself. And then module 4 goes right back to that module format. So that's how everything flows in Canvas. Generally have not had a lot of questions about how to find material, so I think it's fairly well organized, but if you have questions, please let me know. It's not my intention to make you hunt around for stuff. It's my intention to make it as easy as possible so your brain can be focused on the content and not the organization of the course. There is a discussion board for course content. Where is... There should be... I'll have to make it active. Let's see. Go back to a module. Oh, I guess I'll have to add one. Sorry about that. I'll put a module up for course content, and so that way if you have questions about problems or material or something like that, you'll have the opportunity to post that there. I'd prefer that instead of sending me emails about working on things. It's much more efficient for you, and you can help each other learn if you sort of ask each other questions. Now, what I don't want you doing is sharing answers to particular problems, but if there's an approach on how to solve a problem that's helpful, you can put that there. And what will probably happen is if somebody sends me a question on email, what I'll probably do is copy and paste it into the discussion board and answer it there, so that everybody can benefit from whatever we talk about there. So that's that. I hope that's clear. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.